Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mother Tucker's Monday. It's been a hot minute since we've had a guest, and I have one of my Valentino brothers with me, Brian, Mid-Century Mister. How are you doing, sir? It's been a little bit.
It has been a little bit. Hello, everyone. So nice to be here. This is my second sale since our hiatus, so it's been a few months. But I had one last Thursday, so I'm getting back into the swing of things.
Well, you got one coming up again. You're filling in over there for the Kitch Keepers?
Yes, I'm on Thursday as well.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So you'll be back on Instagram. So guys, if you're not following Brian, it is Mid-Century Mister. We put the link to his Instagram in the description, so please make sure you give him a follow. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I don't think you and I have ever sold together. This is our first time.
This is a first solo. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if John and Bill are okay with it, but hey, here we go. It doesn't matter what they think. So
yeah, it's going to have to be, they share.
Right. Well, and we're not going to spoil anything, but guys, make sure you're following all of us over on Instagram. There could be some announcements from the Valentinos at some point with some things that are going on. Some things might be different. Some things might be new. I don't know, but you're going to have to make sure to follow all four of us so you're in the know of what's going on over there on Instagram. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly say hello to everybody that is in the chat. Then we'll go over how the sale is going to work tonight. Brian will explain to you his shipping. I'll explain to you my shipping. Before we do say the hellos, we finally have some merch. So Mother Tucker's finally has some merch. So, and there's more merch to come. Some of it's actually being created as we speak. So stay tuned for that. But if you guys purchase anything tonight and you want to add on one of the stickers, they are $5. So just make sure you email us and let us know. And then a little bit after, maybe after the sale, I'll offer them up if anybody wants to buy anything. But they'll be $5. And if you DM me, or if you want to add them to your package, just email us and we'll gladly add them on for you guys. And I think in the future I might do something like send me a picture of where it's at, and then we might do a giveaway. We might start doing that. Where's your Mother Tucker sticker and something like that, and do a giveaway maybe the end of the year or the beginning of the year. So
where it travels to, if it's on a car or anything, where's it been?
Exactly. You're picking up exactly what I'm putting down, Brian. That's what I'm hoping. So like somebody, I don't know, is in California with a Mother Tucker sticker on their car or on their bag. So, all right, guys, as we go live, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Karen G. Thank you so much, Karen. We appreciate you so much. Our backup mod and bid ender is the one, the only Kim of Desert Gal. So let's jump into it and start saying hello to some folks, because we have some. I kind of flipped the script on Brian. I kind of panicked because I realized that there aren't a lot of weeks between now and the fall season, because I know most folks, especially the ones coming in my shop, start to decorate for fall right around Labor Day. So I kind of panicked. So we'll have to have Brian back to make up a Christmas sale. So we'll have to make sure we do that to make up a Christmas sale. So, but everything tonight is fall oriented. So first person in the chat is the one, the only William. It is so good to see you. It was an hour ago, sir, and you were the first one here. So it's where, do you remember those public service announcements?
Absolutely, yes. That same guy it was the same guy who did it.
Yes, it was that creepy announcer's voice. Yeah. And was it like right before or right after the news it would come on that it would say that?
I feel like it was like 10 o'clock for some reason. So
I do too.
That time range.
Memories of the 70s and 80s, man. Oh my God. So the second one in the chat tonight is our friend Lisa. It's so good to see you, Lisa. Our other friend Brian, who is from the New England area. It's good to see you, sir. I hope you're doing well. Followed by our friend Linda. How are you, Linda? It's so good to see you. Happy Monday, everybody. We hope you had a great weekend. And next weekend is Labor Day. How is this possible? I don't understand. So there's our backup. It did. I mean, honest to Pete, I feel like it was just yesterday that it was Memorial Day. I mean, it's crazy. So there's our backup mod and bid ender, the one, the only Desert Gal. Guys, make sure you're following her. She is a reseller over on Vamp. So if you can please drop your links now and periodically throughout the sale. Make sure you're following her when you're not here with us. You can go over and shop with her over on Vamp. So there is our friend Tracy, also known as Artsy Fartsy. It's so good to see you, Tracy. I hope you're doing well. There is our friend Cindy Lou, who thrifted treasures. It's always great to see you, Cindy. There she is, our official mod and bid ender for the evening, the one, the only, Karen G. How are you? I hope you are doing well. I specifically put some of those reels in my stories over on Instagram just for you. It's kind of an inside joke. We'll have to talk about it later, Brian. I'll fill you in on them.
Okay.
It's the guy. We'll talk about it later. So there is the one, the only Beth C. Guys, make sure you're following her over on Vamp. She is a really good reseller. How are you, Beth? I hope you're doing well. Spark Joy in Life is here with us. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. There she is, the one, the only, Sharon of Freddie Finds. It's so good to see you. Make sure you're following her on any of the platforms that you can find Freddie Finds at. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you guys are traveling well. There is the lovely Shannon. Good to see you here tonight. Happy Monday, everybody. There is my mother in the chat, the one, the only, Linda Hellman. Good to see you, Mom. I love you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Oh, I'm a snapping fool because it is the one, the only, Gavin of Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. If you're not following him, please do. He has a really fun YouTube channel, plays music on vinyl, on a turntable, spotlights other people here in the community, and also has been dropping a lot of knowledge about music. So it's the same name here and the same name over on Instagram. So please give him a follow. Greatly appreciate it. There's the one, the only, Debbie Gutierrez is here with us. How are you, Debbie? It's so good to see you, friend. I hope you're doing well down there in Texas. There's another Lisa checking in here tonight. How are you, friend? Hopefully you're doing well. We got Retro D here in the house. Good to see you, Retro D. Hello. There is the one, the only, Amy of Enamor Amy. Guys, if you aren't subscribed, please do so. She is the co-host of Fantastic Finds every single Wednesday night here on Mother Tucker. So it's good to see you, Miss Amy. There is our friend Chris checking in from Colorado, also known as My Broom Closet. I hope you are doing well, friend. I'm sure you are. You hang in there. Let's see who else is down here with us. There we got Jersey checking in, the one, the only, Steel Whisper. Good to see you. We got Buttermilk and Cream checking in here. We're definitely spanning the globe now. We got the very lovely Philomena in here with us. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well down there. Hope everything is okay. Let's see who else is here. We have Laura checking in. Good to see you, friend. Happy Monday, everybody. It's good to see you. Oh, now we got Weirna here with us. Amy's probably better pronouncing that than I am, but it is very good to see you, friend. I hope you're well. We got Brenda checking in with us. How are you, Brenda? She put out all her Halloween last week. All right. I'm telling you, it's getting earlier and earlier. It seems to be that week after the 4th of July now, folks are starting to put out their spooky season. So good to see you, Dawn, a fellow Pennsylvanian. How are you? Checking in. Hello. There is Tina of Mother Tuckers. It feels like it's been a minute since I've seen you. There she is. Always puts a smile on my face. The one, the only, Pat Robinson. Good to see you, friend. I hope you're doing well. Let's see who else is down here. There is another Tina. Spelled the right way to spell Tina. How are you? We got Diane here with us. Good to see you here tonight, everybody. You want to shout out, please, just say hello. I'll do my best to say hello to everybody. I feel like we're getting down here near the bottom, and I think we are. Hello, there's Mid-Century Mister. Good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well.
My chat is working. This is the first time ever.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I don't want to jinx myself, but
all right. Hey, all right. Yeah. Maybe it was all those times Bill had a voodoo curse on you or something.
Bill's fault.
Oh my God, how are you, Laura? Circle 7 Farms. It's good to see you here tonight. Hopefully you guys are here for some fall things, some Halloween. Oh gosh, even some Thanksgiving. We got the one, the only Noel is here with us. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, friend. Who else is down here? Hello, everybody. And I think we're back down here to the bottom. We'll click on Freddie one more time. It's good to see you. So, guys, it'll be a little one-sided here. I'm going to explain to you guys how the sale is going to work, and then Brian and I will go over how we're going to invoice. But it's really, really easy. A couple things to keep in mind. If you are here for the vintage and you definitely want to get your bids in, please make sure you use a handheld device, okay? That will limit your lag. If you're using a PC or you have it up on your television and then you think you're going to jump in, if you really have your heart set on something and you want to eliminate the lag, it is best that you use a handheld device. We can take it a step further. It's even better if people aren't pulling hard on your Wi-Fi. So those were things I used to take into consideration back in the day when I was on a live, watching, trying to win something. So there is a little area right below us. It is the area where you can switch over. Please make sure you are in all messages. You do not want to be in top chat. You want to be in all messages or live chat, like Karen said. That way you will see it in real time. If you're in the other chat, you're going to be in a gnarly lag. So there's also a little gear wheel up top. You can hit that, hit the 2 times, and it will speed you up and catch you up. Like I've said before, what I do is now, if I really have my heart set on something and I want it, I'll throw in a bid, and then right before they start the countdown, I'll hit that 2 times. And then if the channel allows it, I utilize their just in case. So one more thing to keep into consideration, especially if you're watching us on a television, there's a little red line. If you kind of highlight the screen and touch it, you want to make sure that that cursor, it's a little red line, is all the way over to the right-hand side. Okay, so you are definitely in a lag-free zone as little as we can. So when we do the countdowns tonight, they will be 20 seconds. Okay, guys. So over here on the channel, we do a few other things. Let me pull up my little screen here. We offer just in case here on the channel. So what is just in case? This is the max amount you are willing to bid. You will be bid up by $1 over the next highest bid, and the just in case should be used during the countdown, and we do ask that you be an active bidder, okay? So we have that up for you guys to read, but I'll just explain it to you one more time a little bit differently. So again, we do ask that you're an active bidder. So if you plan on utilizing the just in case, please put a bid in there, then wait until we start the countdown. If you put in a just in case before we start the countdown, it's kind of like playing poker. You're showing your hands to everybody at the table. You really don't want to do that. You want to hold that until we start the countdown, and then you can throw out a just in case. So if the bid was at $15, we started the countdown, you threw in a just in case of 20, and somebody else threw in a just in case of 18, you would win it for 19 because we just bid you up $1 over that next highest just in case. We wouldn't get you to your ceiling of $20. But if someone else did have a just in case of 19, then you would win it for 20. So please remember, when you're throwing out those just in cases, they can turn into a bid. Okay. So if you throw in a crazy just in case and somebody else does, you will be obligated for that price that you win it at. Okay. Remember that bidding is a commitment to pay. We don't mind if you guys just hang out with us, but if you bid, it is a promissory that you are going to pay for the item. Okay. We do ask that you pay your invoices in 24 to 48 hours, unless you come up with some other solution with the buyer. Like if you work out something else with a buyer, that's fine. But we do ask that you do pay those invoices in 24 to 48 hours. So another side note, we no longer do a recap. So if folks aren't interested in the item, that's perfectly all right. But when we feel that we've already explained the item and showed it, we will then go ahead and do a countdown of interest. Okay, that will also be 20 seconds. We'll sort of let you know that we've started that. Also, during that countdown, everything I just explained can be in play again. So if more people are bidding, it'll be bid out then in that 20-second realm. And if you want to throw out a just in case, you would have had to be an active bidder. And again, everything else applies. So please keep that in mind. There will not be a recap. So you're going to have to hang with us tonight, stick around for the item. And if you really want it, you'll just have to bid during that countdown. Okay. Please remember that everything that we sell is vintage. It has had a life. Myself and Brian, we have been dealing with vintage for a long time. We're going to show you anything that we deem a flaw or a condition issue. But again, remember, these things have had a life, and what you interpret as wear may not be what we interpret as wear. But we are definitely going to show you guys and explain everything that we fully can. So with all that said, when you guys purchase from us tonight, we need an email from you. Brian's email is pinned at the top of this chat along with mine. It's also in the description of the video. It's also on our little bar beneath us when we aren't highlighting bids. So if you need it, the mod squad can definitely throw it in. And if you get into a situation that you can't get a hold of Brian, email me and we'll make sure you get his information. But When you purchase tonight, email us your YouTube screen name if it's different from your real name. But if it is your real name, just make sure you give that to us again. We're going to need your full shipping address, including your zip code, and we're going to need a PayPal email, okay? So we both use Pirate Ship to get you guys the cheapest rates possible. We use PayPal for one reason. It's safe for us. It's safe for you. I think Brian takes some other forms of payment, but he'll go over that in a moment. With PayPal, you can use things like Venmo and stuff like that. So if that's the only way you can pay an invoice, you can definitely, do that by using PayPal. So, all right. Now, Brian, if you want to explain how you do your invoicing, anything I missed, sir, the floor is yours, and then I'll go over mine.
Sounds good. For those who don't know me, I ship from New York. And I'm also on Instagram, as Jason mentioned. If you prefer to contact me through there, that's perfectly fine instead of email. I know there's a lot of crossover between the platforms, so that works fine for me. I know some people like to chat through there. In addition to PayPal, I do take Venmo directly through Venmo. I'm fine with that. Those are the two that I do. I'm not too far behind on shipping or of any kind. I basically just had my sale last Thursday. So if you were in that and have an open box or haven't been invoiced yet, I'd definitely combine. If you're over on Instagram this week and happen to catch the Kitch Keepers on Thursday, I'm happy to combine with that as well. So otherwise, if you're not on Instagram or anything, then I'll be getting to you in the next few days.
All right. Sounds good. And I ship out of Pennsylvania. So like Brian was saying, keep that in mind. We're in two different areas. Keep that into consideration wherever you're at, especially if something's a little larger or a little bit heavier. But I ship out of Pennsylvania. I do all my invoicing on Saturday. So I package up everything, weigh it, hand it over to Tina. She gets those invoices out by the afternoon, sometimes early evening. So that means if you come to Fantastic Finds this Wednesday, you'll have an open box. As long as I can combine everything safely for you, I will. If at any point you need something like a box closed, so if you buy from me tonight and you say, hey, Jason, I need it shipped, it's a gift, or I'm going out of town, just communicate that with me. I can usually get it packed and turn it around. If you can get the invoice paid within the 24 hours, I can turn it around in 24 hours for you guys. So, but again, you won't get an invoice or hear from me until Saturday. I also offer free pickup. I have a brick and mortar in central Pennsylvania called Mother Tucker's Antiques. Imagine that. If you're in the area, come check us out. We got 35 active dealers that would love to see you, have you come in and support their small business. But if you don't want to pay the shipping and you're coming in, let us know. We will just invoice you for said item with no shipping on it. And then once it's paid for, we will communicate on when and how you want to pick it up at the store. And I'll be darned, Brian, I think I covered everything, and so did you. So
you did, for sure.
So we are going to take a moment, say hello to some more friends that are jumping in, because I look at it this way. If you guys are awesome enough to be here with us and come on into our little house here tonight, we're going to say hello to you, and then we'll start out with Brian. And we got 15 rounds, guys. We got 15 rounds tonight. So we got some fun things for you. So hello, Peppermint Patty. It is so good to see you. There is our friend Helen, also known as New England Thrifter. Please give her a follow. She has a really great YouTube channel. There's our friend Becky checking in, probably traveling. I don't know if she's in Colorado right now, but she's Becky, Vintage Viking Treasures. Give her a follow. She has a great channel. Soul Nate's checking in. Good to see you, friend. Make sure you're following him. Katie Vintage and Vinyl. They always have a great jewelry sale on Saturday nights. There is Jennifer checking in. Good to see you. Our other friend, Jennifer, also known as Junebug Vintage. Make sure you follow her over on Instagram. She is fun. I think I already said hello to Spark Joy in Life. Oh, there we go. There's our friend Dawn checking in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And I think I got us caught up. I'm going to scroll back up. While I do, if I missed anybody, it was not intentional. All right, she's home this week. It was not intentional. It was merely by accident. And I'm sure I'll say hello to you twice the amount in the next upcoming sale. So let's get it started. Let's move Brian over. He's going to start us out tonight. Uh-oh, we're being watched, Brian. John just got here.
John was in there. He was lurking a little bit earlier. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hello, sir. Make sure you're following our other Valentino friend, John, over on Instagram and here on YouTube. So he will definitely inspire you when it comes to decorating. So
definitely.
All right, Brian, let's do this.
If anybody wants anything that you saw perhaps in one of my reels on Instagram, just shout out. But otherwise, I'm going to start off with this Bendy Scarecrow figure here. He is from Fun World, made in Hong Kong. And so probably from the 70s. And he's going to start out just at $5.
All right.
No wires poking out from him anywhere. So he's not busted. He has no broken limbs, just in good shape overall. And he is a whopping 10 inches tall. So he's got some good size to him. Just a little bit of paint wear that I noticed here on the back of the foot. Otherwise, he's in pretty good shape. Not really any paint wear. A little bit lighter on the orange on the back. But I just like Fun World toys. I always liked the Halloween and Christmas. They did some really fun stuff. I don't know. I should have done some research. I don't know how long the company was around, but they just had interesting, like cheaper toys, what I would call cheaper toys at the time. They're still decent quality, but they were kind of fun. I don't know. I like them. So
never seen him before, Brian. He's really neat.
Yeah, he's got good size to him. So just looking for a $5 start. This fella here.
And he's like the size of the Santas that they made, right? And the bunny rabbits, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
So it says
All right.
made in Hong Kong up there. And then the Fun World stamp is over here.
So good. And Deborah's in at 5. This is so
Deborah
fun.
for your bid. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Look at his nose. His nose is a little obscene there, Brian.
Yeah, he's got a little Pinocchio going on, I would say.
Oh my gosh, he's so fun. He's so goofy.
Maybe it's supposed to be like a carrot, I guess. Maybe.
Right.
Possibly.
I know some people love spooky Halloween. See, I like the friendly Halloween things. And this guy fits that goofy, friendly Halloween, I think.
He does. I think I like a little bit on the spookier side, but
okay.
I definitely appreciate the fun. I see a Steel Whisper at 6. Since we got a couple bits, I'm going to get it going. Count them live. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we are looking for $7 or the bid end.
Gosh, he is so fun. He's one of those ones that you can put in your display where you got like this void. Yep. You didn't know what else to pop in there.
He's got quite the long tie also, which I just realized.
He does. Like a Buddy Holly sort of tie.
Yeah.
Long Buddy Holly tie.
And there's the bid end. So Steel Whisper, this is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right. Congratulations, Steel. All right, guys. My first round. I do have some rounds of choice, guys. So bear with me tonight. I had some things that I saved for some upcoming Halloween and fall style sales. So these were left over from last week, and I kept them for tonight. So they're going to be $10 choice. It's choice on some advertising. These are typewriter tins, and I thought they really had fall and Halloween colors to them, okay? I do believe that they're pre-1940s. That's the best, to my knowledge, probably pre-1940s. There is just minor condition wear, and I do think this one had, took the lid off. This one had a little bend. No, this one didn't. This is the one that is actually jointed. So this one actually has a hinge on it, and that one is in very good condition. So they are vintage typewriter tins. This one is Star brand. And again, I think these are fun to pop into your fall decor. So this one measures just about, let me make sure I have the right one here. Yes, this one measures, they both are about 2 3/4. So 2 3/4 across and down. So that's going to be your first one to choose from. Let me open it up. It's very clean on the inside. So again, these are very collectible. Folks do love collecting the advertising typewriter tins. And then this one is the Sterling brand. So you can see it has the old school kind of gold on it, metallic, and then it has a great orange, I think, for your Halloween displays, even for your fall displays. So this one did have just a little bit of a dent there, if you guys can see. There we go. Just a little bit of a dent on the inside, but super clean. Again, these are prior to 1940, I believe. So that will be your second choice if you're interested. And they both measure, like I said, 2 3/4. by 2 3/4. And again, I thought they would just look good on your little knick-knack shelf there with your Halloween stuff. But I don't see any interest. But we'll go ahead and do a countdown of interest. They were $10 choice. So we will count them down. And then if you just pick one, you'll pick star or you'll pick sterling. Okay. Or you can pick both. So let's count them down. And if no one's interested, we will move on. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think they just have the right age to them. I think they would look really good in your fall displays, especially with the oranges and the golds and the blacks. But I didn't see any interest, and that is okay. We're going to keep on moving. All righty, Brian.
I just found one of, not exactly those ones, but a typewriter thin ribbon this weekend. It's interesting that you had them.
I love them.
I have come across one before, and here it was.
They're not as easy as you think they are to find. They're not.
This is going to be a $10 start bid.
Okay.
And I have a pair of bisque tea light holders here. I'm going to hold them up quickly, both, and then I'll do one at a time so you can see. They're in very good condition. They are unmarked, so I don't know who made them. So we're looking for $10 for the pair. I'm going to keep them together since they're the same maker. You would put obviously the tea light or the candle inside here, and then there's holes for, I guess, if it was smoking, to come out the front, or you could probably also use it. I guess you could stick an incense stick in there if you wanted to as well. So this is the first one. You got the ghost with the pumpkins, and I think these are from the 80s, given the style of the given that it's bisque also. And then the style of the kind of, I'll call it animation, the kind of the look of all the characters give me at least late 70s, but likely 80s. And this is the other one here. Again, 2 pumpkins, and this one's a tree, and similar setup. Put the tea light inside. The whisper, I see you at 10. Thank you. Also the hole at the top. Same holes again on the front here. Deborah, I see you at 12. Thank you. No markings on the bottom. And again, no issues that I've noticed, no chips or anything. I didn't give any dimensions yet. They're about 4.5 inches wide and 4.5 inches tall. So both in just really good shape. Fun pieces. I like, this is definitely like the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
This is how they animated them in a lot of stuff back then.
Gosh, love it. And it's that happier, softer, kitschier Halloween.
That's what you're just saying. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So we got 2 bidders. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get the countdown going. So we're looking for 13 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for $13 or the bid end. And right now, Deborah Williams, you are in the lead.
Gosh, these are so great. I've never seen these before.
Steele, I see you at 13. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I actually had these out at my yard sale, and they were purchased, but then I didn't hear from the person, so I had to bring them back. So Steele, these are coming to you for 13. Thank you.
All right. Were they choice, Brian? Were they choice?
For the pair.
For the pair. Okay. All right. Congratulations.
I didn't want to break them up. They're the same maker, so they'll look like the same maker. So.
All right. That's awesome. Hello, Miss Whittle One. How are you? Good to see you. My next item is going to start at just $10. Okay. I could not figure out who made this. I believe it is contemporary, but it's got a good look. And whatever manufacturer made this actually mimicked a girly candle. So if you're familiar with girly candles, they have this exact sculpt, yet theirs is a little smaller. So if you don't want a candle and you want one that is ceramic, this guy would be for you. There is a little over painting there, but it is glazed. So they were a little sloppy at the factory, but hey, you can just pretend that he has a little mustache underneath there. There seems to be some double-sided tape on the bottom. So I'm just going to leave that. I didn't want to peel it off. I don't know if that was, when it was manufactured or the, previous owner did that because they were going to, adhere to something. But it is this high glazed, retro looking. It almost reminds me of, I don't think it is, but it reminds me of the Radco, when they kind of redid things for Shiny Bright and stuff. It kind of reminds me of one of his figurines, maybe. So again, it is ceramic. He's got his green little shirt on. Measurements, he's about 5 inches tall. So he is about 5 inches tall, and he is this fun little pumpkin fella. Just $10 if anybody's interested. Again, he does stand on his own, but he just has this double-sided tape on there. So I don't know if that's how he was affixed in the box, when, he was manufactured and someone didn't take it off. I don't know. Maybe he was supposed to be your little dash guy for Halloween. I'm not too sure, but no chips, no cracks. Again, I think he's really neat. If you guys collect the girly candles, this guy might be fun for you to mix in with your ceramics. So, and this one, you don't have to worry about melting or catching fire. So one more time, you can see they did overpaint just a little bit there on the front. But other than that, he is in very good vintage condition. I don't see any interest. That's okay. We're going to count him down. Remember, guys, we don't do a recap. So we will count it down one more time if you're interested. He was just $10. I do believe he's contemporary within the last maybe 20 years of being manufactured, but I still think he fits the vintage very well. So let's go ahead and count it down. If anyone's interested, he's just $10. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I got you, Linda, in at 10. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and Brian tonight on a Monday night. I guess this is the last Monday in August.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
I can't believe that. Oh, my God. So congratulations, Linda. It's coming to you for $10. Thank you so much. All right.
You fooled me with that one in your reel. I thought that was a girly candle.
It looks like one.
I was like, I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one with a green coat. And I didn't zoom in on it, but you got me on that one. Up next, it's going to be an $8 start for me. Okay. And I have this little planter with a pup. I'm bringing this just because the orange feels like the quintessential Thanksgiving, Halloween orange. There's obviously lots of shades of orange, but this feels like it could fit right into a Halloween display. So $8 start, and it is 4 inches tall and about 4 inches wide. It has been used, so there is a little bit of aging on the inside. I did clean it out. It might be able, if you scrub maybe with something a little bit more than a sponge, you might get that out. The interesting thing is around the top, there's this brown ring. I'm unsure if that's paint loss or if it was brown on the top. And the reason I say that is I looked online, and another one that I saw online had the same exact thing. So it's just very interesting that it would have this brown ring at the top, but I just wanted to note that for everybody. It is made in Japan at the bottom. You can see that marked. There's no damage to it other than, if one would consider that damage, the brown around the top. But otherwise, there's no chips, cracks, or breaks to it. So very good condition overall. But you could put a little pumpkin, sit it on top there, however you want in your displays. He's a little sad. Obviously, he's got brown there. So maybe he needs some flowers in there or mums to brighten his day. A couple mums might work well. Bill might be impressed with that. I don't know flowers, and he's not even here to hear that.
Oh my gosh. He's probably if he would be watching, I'm sure he's thinking of 4 or 5 other great flowers that would go in there.
Exactly. Something not so obvious, right, as mums. But anyway.
You're right, John. John says one of the newer black bottle brush trees would look really good in there.
Oh, you're right. That would good. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Good suggestion. But we'll keep things moving. So I'm going to start the countdown. Lisa's got the bid at 8. So we're looking for 9 or more. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just looking for $9 or the bid end.
got a very deco kind of feel with the ribs on that too.
Yeah.
Lantern.
I mean, I think it's probably before the 50s, maybe it's 40s. And there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Lisa, this is coming to you. Appreciate it.
All right, Lisa, congratulations, guys. If you're not following Brian over on Instagram, please make sure that you do. He does all sorts of static sales. You never know when he's going to do a static sale. It's going to be this epic stuff that he's just pulled out of thin air. So
sometimes it is random, like, oh, I'll do one today.
You have to make sure you're following him. That way you can get the good vintage from him. So, all right, I have a choice round. It's going to start at $10, okay? I found these when I was at Southside Pickers with Amy the other week, and they're similar, but one does have like a white ribbon around it, okay? So these are flocked. They are flower picks, so they're going to be $10 choice. This one does have its original tag on it, although it's very wrinkled, and I think it was 19 cents, and it does say Hong Kong. So there is a little bit of wear on this one, so you can see there is a little bit of flocking missing, but truth be told, I've found some of these new old stock and it was missing because they were just sloppily made at the factory. So it's going to be choice. I have 3 of them for you to choose from at $10 choice. They are the little flocked scarecrow flower picks. So he's got crazy hair coming out here. I guess that would be like straw, but that is plastic. He's got a plastic little top hat on there, and he is just fantastic. I kind of think scarecrows are the snow people. You know, what snow people are to Christmas, I think scarecrows are that to Halloween. So, again, he's really fun. That'll be your first choice. So this one is a white bow, and this is the only one that has the original tag on it. So they each measure roughly about 3 inches. When you add in the stem, which there is some bends to it, when you add in the stem, it comes out to about a foot. It's about 12 inches. So he's going to be your first one. You can see he's got sequins. He might be missing one there in the middle. Okay, so he might be missing one there in the middle. And then I have 2 of these, and I think they're all really fun. I have 2 of the ones, they have just the little yellow ribbon tied around them. Now, I'm not sure if they were kind of in a bow. I don't know if somebody added those, but that's the way I found them, and I'm going to keep them kind of like that. So $10 choice if anybody's interested. Let me get in close here so you guys can see the fun faces. Both of the ones with the yellow ribbon do have their sequins. The flocking is in very good condition on them. You can see the fun little jack-o'-lantern face. And then here is the other one. You know, pretty similar condition-wise if the camera wants to focus. And again, they are just about 3 inches tall. So I got to hold it sideways so I can get over the keyboard of the laptop. So you guys can see close. That's what he looks like. And then from a distance, that's what they look like. So it's $10 choice. We got 2 of them with the yellow ribbon around them. And then we have one with the white. And I don't think it's faded. I do believe it's white ribbon. And he does have some flocking issues there, but that one has its tag. So I figured just because there's some flocking missing, he's worthwhile because he has his little tag on there. So not seeing any interest. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and count them down. They would be $10 choice. Let's go ahead and see if anyone's interested. And I do see before we do that, he does have a little bit of wear to the flocking there on the back. So full transparency, again, with these Hong Kong pieces, I don't want to say that it's because they've been used. I've actually had some that were pretty doggone new and they've had some flocking missing. So
me too. Yeah, same here.
So let's go ahead and count them down. They'd be $10 each if anyone's interested, and then they won't come back, and that's okay. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There'd be $10 each on the fun Hong Kong Scarecrow flower picks. Again, I've never seen these before. I didn't research online, but I just don't see them. And there's no interest. That's okay. We will keep it moving. All righty, sir. You're up.
If you told me as a young child that I would like flower picks for holidays and think they're so cool, I would not have believed myself.
I would have. See, I love that stuff. I was fascinated with that stuff as a kid.
Yeah. Awesome. Love it. So I'm going to put this in the Halloween category, but not traditional Halloween. I have, and I didn't have it in my reel. So I have a Charlie McCarthy ventriloquist dummy. If you're familiar with Charlie McCarthy, cardboard. I don't need display, I guess I'll call it. It doesn't hang, but
Right.
it could sit in the back for a very creepy holiday display if this is your kind of thing, and old dolls. So this is going to be $40 start bid on this. And I'm not gonna move it, but because it's very fragile and old. But if you pull this on the back, it does move the eyes and the mouth a little bit. It's supposed to be obviously like kind of like he's talking. So it's fragile, it's old, so it still has life in it. You could do it, but I just don't want to overdo it. So, and then the way this is at the bottom, it was perforated on purpose because there's a fold here. It's supposed to sit, and then the legs would go over the edge. And again, I don't want to do it too much, but that was the original intent. And you could see, I don't know if that is the original or not. It looks a little bit different than up here, so I'm just really not sure. That's how it's attached, though. And has up top here, you can see Charlie McCarthy, and it is marked Keter Linus on the back. I'm not familiar with that company. From my research, it looks like maybe this was from the 40s. Very good condition overall. There is a little crease there and there that's hopefully coming through. Otherwise, though, it's in pretty good shape and not really banged up. Maybe a little bit of edge wear here, but we're not talking large creases of any kind.
My God. Usually I've seen these once or twice, but they're usually locked up in a case at an antique store, and they have like a $200 or like $100 some price on them. This is amazing, Brian.
21 inches tall. It's
okay.
His head feels almost as big as my head a little bit, but gosh, I know not for everybody, but if you have that certain kind of decor for Halloween, this could fit in. So that's why I wanted to bring it tonight.
My God, you could even pop him into maybe like a 4th of July, like a tuxedo. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm talking New Year's. New Year's. Yes, not 4th of July.
Sorry, I've been covering that one side. Let me just zoom in a little bit closer. Maybe ever slight little bit of yellowing there, but it's pretty good shape. Actually, you know what? I guess that's just the shading, maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of up there too.
Gosh. And how old do you think this is? How do you think this is?
I think it's 40s from what I could see, but then my research, it seemed kind of inconclusive. It seemed like it could even be earlier. I don't know. Like how sometimes one person picks up misinformation and then it gets repeated. So I'm just really not sure of the age, but it seems like it's before the 50s, at least, if I had to say.
This is fun.
Yeah, let's do the countdown of interest. Is that what we're calling it?
Sir, you got it.
All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, Phil, the tux is definitely 1930s. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. That is a good point. I didn't think about that.
So fun. All right.
Thank you, Karen.
All right, guys. My next item is going to hinge more on your fall decor, but it would be great for Halloween. But then you could leave it out clear till you switch over for your Christmas item. So it's going to be $18, and it is on a pumpkin planter, and it is made by the Relpo company. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I didn't want it to be Relco. No, it's Relpo. So you can see it is embossed there on the bottom. It is a Relpo planter. $18 if anyone's interested. It's in very good condition. No chips or cracks. I do love the way they airbrushed, the lines on it. It even has the little green stem up there on the top. It was used. You can see there is a little bit of, I don't know if it's hard water or a little bit of staining to the inside. I do believe maybe some maybe flower, floral tape was used on the inside, but you really cannot see that at all from the outside. So again, maybe you saw my reel. I had those little flower picks popping out of there. This is one of those fun pieces that you can leave out in your fall decor, completely through Halloween and then through Thanksgiving. You can pop little things in there. This would even make a great little maybe a little gift if you're going to somebody's house and you want to gift them something. This would be a nice little thing. You guys could put some candies in there, and then they could keep it and put it out every single year. Even a housewarming gift. If this is somebody's first fall or Halloween era time that they got to decorate their first house, it's always fun to give them some vintage to use. So you can see that it has the texture. It kind of does mimic a real pumpkin. It does have a high glaze, and it is just a super fun planter. So thank you, Karen. I think it's pretty too. It measures just about 5 inches tall by about 5 inches across. So 5 by 5. Again, it is all different shades of orange. So these are a little darker orange in there, and you can actually see that it is textured, and it is indented, kind of like a real pumpkin. So they even gave it sort of real details up here at the top with some browns and greens. Again, no chips, no cracks. The only thing is, I think it was used there on the inside. So maybe some crazing. But again, it's just, I think, a really fun planter. This would be fun to mix in with your other ones. Yes, you're exactly right, John. With your ones that maybe look like a jack-o'-lantern, this one would be fun in the back. Heck, you could decorate this up like a jack-o'-lantern if you wanted to. Maybe cut out some eyes and things out of felt and glue them on. And then you could kind of pull them off and just have a regular pumpkin. So, but I'm not seeing any interest. That's all right. We'll do a countdown of interest. It was $18. It's probably from the 1960s. I would probably say with the way that stamp is on the bottom, it's probably 1960s. Again, this is one you don't see that often. But if you're not into the spooky, decor of Halloween and you want something a little softer, this might be for you. But 18, let's count it down if anyone's interested. And we won't be doing a recap tonight. So countdown of interest from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Just $18 if anybody's interested, and it is a Relpo pumpkin planter in really good vintage condition. But I'm seeing it on my phone. There's the bid end. No interest. So we'll keep moving on. All righty, Mr. Brian.
Okay. I'll do my best not to spill this here, but I have a Judy puzzle, and it says Judy down in the corner, featuring obviously this girl popping out of a pumpkin here. Could be for Halloween, could be for Thanksgiving. So we're looking for $15 to start. If you're not familiar with the Judy puzzles, check them out sometime. They have some really interesting designs. They're a little bit different than your typical, I think, Fisher Price. Same ideas, of course, but they just have some cooler designs if you're into these kind of puzzles. Pieces are in good shape. There's some light scratches up here from use that are not sort of catching a little bit. You kind of see them a little bit as the light goes over them, hopefully. And then down here, there's just a little mark that seems to be on the wood itself. But the pieces themselves, they're not too worn on the edges, as sometimes happens with the wood puzzles. They're in really good shape, so it may not have been used all that much. Somebody did write, let's see if I can do this, write 10 and some letters on the back. And this piece is about 12 inches tall and 8.75 wide. So the typical size for these type of frame tray puzzles. So just looking for $15 on this gal here.
And that's Peter Pumpkin Eater, right?
Oh, is it? I thought it was a girl.
No, I think because Kim said, I think that's what it is. I think he's got I think it's Peter Pumpkin Eater. Yeah. The nursery rhyme.
Now I feel silly. I was like, oh, this is just some girl hopping out of a pumpkin. I thought it was. It didn't look like Peter to me.
Now, I think it's a little abstract, probably in his rougher days before he got the plastic surgery in the 1950s, but definitely the earlier version of Peter. Absolutely.
Okay. But like, I think these are her legs, right?
Oh, see, I thought they were, oh my God, see now, okay. Now I see polka dot legs, but I thought they were the curtains on the window. But then why would, oh my God, this literally comes down to interpretation. So, but I see what you're saying, but I think those are the curtains of the pumpkin house, and Peter is climbing out the top of the pumpkin.
That makes sense. That makes sense. But like, that's obviously part of the pumpkin, but it could be the top of her dress or two, or like her.
Oh, now I see. Now, no, I see what you're talking about. Okay. All right. I mean, hell, for the $15, this would make a great Halloween party, a little party, right. A little party thing you can bring and ask people, what do you see?
What do you see? Yeah.
Do you see Peter or do you see Mrs. Peter standing?
Oh my God. Yeah, Karen said maybe it's a sister. That could be.
Could be. Yes, John. Absolutely. Agreed. Like, what do you see here? Now, if we turn it here, what do you see? Oh my God.
My whole theory is just gone. I'm like, oh yeah, it's good holiday. Now it's a nursery rhyme. But it still will work. It still works. Pumpkin.
Right.
All right. That just
now they fell out.
Let's do, as I put it back together, we'll do a countdown of interest. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, at least you know it's unbreakable. And Linda's right. Let's have a few drinks and talk about this.
That's
Agreed.
Right. Exactly.
Agreed.
Like, look, that's the hair, though.
Yeah, I guess it is the hair. So then it isn't Peter. I don't. Now I'm very.
Now it's nobody because it's falling apart. So it's definitely not Peter or anyone else.
But it's not broken, right? It's still okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. $8 choice, and I've held on to these for a little bit. This is going to be a lengthy choice, but there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 of them for you to choose from, okay? And they're all different. They're going to start out at $8 choice. Truth be told, my Valentino brother, he is the king of the Jack and Jill. So I figured before I have a sale with him, I need to sell them when I'm not with John. So I figured I'd offer him tonight, and then I'll be through my Jack and Jill so he can be the king of them when we sell together, maybe in the future. So you'll have to make sure that you're following all of us. So they're in very good condition. They're $8 choice. We do kind of talk about this. This one really doesn't have one. Usually they have a little bend down the middle. We do believe that that's how they were shipped, okay? So we will go by years. They all measure about 10 by 7. So $8 choice. I love the graphics on this one. This one is from 1957, okay? So basically, I'm selling these to you to use in your displays as your background, maybe lay them on a coffee table, but they are fun too here on the inside. So they do have some fun little nursery rhymes in there. So like, for example, here, this one, it's a twofer. So you have not only that great Christmas ad to promote the upcoming year, to subscribe to Jack and Jill again, but like, for example, here you have the 3 silly kittens, okay? So that's a Halloween version. Now, these do hinge. Thank you, Catherine. I see you. MJ is in then at 9. Hello, Catherine. Good to see you guys. Make sure you're following Catherine Young and also Heather of Antiques Agenda. They both have 2 great channels here, and they do drop great content, and they do have fun live sales. So here is the inside. I flipped through these the best I could, as quickly as I could. I didn't see any damage or any writing or pages missing, but all the way around, they have fun graphics on the inside, especially a lot of these Halloween ones start to advertise Christmas things, okay? So they did have fun little games, different riddles, and they did hinge more on the religious side. So again, we will go by years. This is 1957, so that'll be your first choice. Angela, thank you. I see you in for 10. And this one is going to be 1958, October of 58, if it wants to focus. October of 1959. And it has this fun little pixie hanging on to a leaf. Now, some of these do have return addresses on the front, so please keep that in mind. Thank you, Robin. I see you in for 11. Then back here again, it reminds you the early bird. So if you're more into Christmas, again, they do have these fun. So you could use that if you wanted to instead of using the Halloween side of it. But again, they do have this one I want to show you. They do remind you they have order forms in there. They always hinge hard on Christmas because they want you to renew it as gifts. Then they have different games in here like Barrel of Monkeys, all sorts of different riddles. But I'll let each person go through them when they buy them. This one is fun. This one has puzzle jingles here. So look at the graphics on there with the witch. You have the Halloween. You have colors of the season. So each one is chock full to just use for all sorts of different things. Open it up and use it. Your third choice will be from 1960. This one I love because not often did they use realistic. They didn't always use realistic. A lot of it was cartoon. Again, here we have Christmas on the back. Again, these are fun to use in both of your displays. So here we go again. We have the order form in there. Look how kitschy and how Christmas that is. I mean, that alone, those are fun. I mean, somebody needs to print those out. Then you have the ghost time riddle. And like I said, each one has little games in there. Pardon me, different trivia. So that'll be your choice of 1960. Moving right along, we got 1961 represented here. If you guys are a cat lover and a Halloween lover, please remember a lot of them may have the return address on. Doesn't hold true, guys. If you start to clean these off, a lot of times it's going to ruin the cover, so I leave them on. Again, we have another promo with a Christmas theme because they want you to get ready to resubscribe. This one might have a little condition issue up here to the top. But again, these are fun. Very, very good overall condition. Here we have some games in here. This is the astronaut flight game. Look at that one, Brian.
Now you're talking my language here.
I didn't even know that existed. So look at all those fun graphics in there. That's a fun game that you guys could play. I mean, now this one here, somebody did fill out, but it's in pencil. So somebody did play that little word scramble. But for the most part, these are in very good condition. And then finally, I have 1965. This one is a little thicker with the cute little kid popping out of the pumpkin. Then by the mid-60s, they weren't so, pushing the Christmas agenda at that point. But this one is chock full of different, games that you can play. This one actually has some excerpts that you could pull out and cut and use for everything. So
maybe he's Peter Pumpkin Eater too.
Oh, I think he is. Peter Pumpkin Eater. So again, real quick, this one is going to be 1965. So as we go through them again, guys, if you liked a certain graphic, just remember the year. So that was 1965. Then we had 1961, 61, if you guys are into the kitty cats. Then we have 1960. Again, I think that would look great in the back of your displays. Thank you, Angela. I see you're 12. This one is 1959, if you're into the Pixies. And then the oldest one I have is from 1957, which are the little kids dressed up as a pirate and a witch for Halloween. So let's go ahead and count them down. We're looking for 13 or more choice, and just in case is in play. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Angela is still holding it in at 12. We're looking for 13 or more. And it will be on choice of the Jack and Jills. So Lisa had a 13. MJ Bear had a just in case. Glowy Girl came in there with a 15. Hello, Glowy Girl. Good to see you guys. Hello, everybody. Robin came in with a just in case of 21 right before that bid end. So it looks like MJ and Robin. So Robin at 18 choice. You get first choice, Robin. Let me know. Did you want 57? We have 59. We have 1960. And they're all in very good vintage condition. 1961 and then 1965. I would love to see people who collected all of the years to see the beginning to end. So at 18, Robin, you got first choice. You got 57, 58, 60, 61, or 65. And then MJ will have backup at 17. So again, they're all in very good condition. The only one that had like the worst, I think. So I got you for 57. We got you for 65. And I got you for 61. Thank you so much, Robin. So MJ, were you interested in 59 with little Pixie Leaf Friend? All right, they are yours, ladies. Thank you so much. And congratulations. All righty, sir.
Okay. Up next, I have new old stock Hallmark Halloween puzzle greeting in plastic still. So it's all put together there. Underneath it says, "Witches, cats, and goblins too, all join in this wish for you. Happy Halloween with love." And you could actually send this in the mail as a puzzle, either together or taken apart. Up here it said $150 mailing envelope included. I don't know the year, but it was made in the USA. And I am starting this at $8. $8 start bid on this puzzle. No barcode anywhere on this, if that helps date it for anybody. On the back, it says it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Sign your name to it. Take the pieces apart, put them in the enclosed envelope, and mail. So I think probably on the back is where you would sign it. You obviously can't see it because it's still sealed. And then you're supposed to take it apart and send it so that whoever received it had to put it together. That's my take on it. Made in the USA. Sorry, getting a little bit of glare there off the plastic. This is more of the fun graphics, the friendly graphics for Halloween that Jason was talking about a little bit ago.
Look at the pumpkin waving from inside.
Yeah, the ghost. Check out.
Hey guys, I'm just hanging out.
It's very flat, not really warped. It's just in very good condition.
Oh my gosh. Did you see, Brian, that the other Brian said he used to sell these at Hallmark?
Oh, really?
Hallmark, yeah. That's fun.
So when was that, Brian, about, if you're willing to share?
I mean, this just has tremendous, I mean, these graphics, and these especially.
These to me.
Yeah. So Deborah's in at 8.
Hey, thank you, Deborah.
Gosh, I can't believe nobody never opened this.
So then I know it's backwards. Hallmark Cards, Kansas City, Missouri, made in USA is what it says on the bottom here.
It's good.
Gold crown, of course.
Okay.
So we'll go mid 80s. Okay.
All right.
Oh, hold on to them. Yeah, you know what? The stores around here used to do that too. I don't think they do that much anymore, where they would put the inventory in the back and then bring it out. That was kind of cool when they did that.
Thank God they did that, Brian, because now we have all this new old stock that surfaced.
Exactly.
Thank God they did that.
Daffodil Fields, I see you at 9. Since we got a couple bids, I'm going to go ahead, get the countdown going. If you're interested in just in case, once the countdown starts, feel free. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're looking for $10 or the bid end. Kind of a neat idea, though. Send it to somebody all taken apart.
Yeah, it's. I guess maybe that's what set the tone for those glitter cards. Remember when people used to put the pieces of like confetti in, and then you'd open it up and it spilled all over the place.
Deborah, I saw your 10, so thank you very much. And there's the bid end. So this is coming to you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and thank you, Karen G, for being our official mod and bid ender. Thank you so much, Desert Gal, for being our backup. I have another choice round. All right, guys. And to me, this speaks Halloween, because my grandmother had one of these, and instead of throwing it out, she put it out every single Halloween. So I have 2 of them for you to choose from. They have been burned, but there is some candle in there, okay? So these are from the 70s, 80s, maybe even early 60s. They are the Hobgoblin Light. So the graphics on the bottom, I think, are fantastic. Both of them have their stickers on. They were 79 cents. And these are, you can see there's a little bit of wear. Okay, so these are reverse painted. So you don't want to go scratching that off. Now, the graphics here on the outside, they are fired on, but the inside is just fired on the inside. So if you go scratching, you will scratch some of that paint off. But I do believe that they display beautifully. If I can turn it so that the glare isn't on it. I'm surprised how collectible these are, and surprisingly how hard these are to find. So you could, if you did it lightly, you can see you don't want to go scratching the paint, but you could remove that candle if you wanted to. Then you can also, at least with the candle in, you can go ahead and put a little tea light in there. It's too bright in my room, but it will light it up. Okay, so this is your traditional, like little citronella style glass candle holder. All right, so this will be your first one to choose from. It's in very good vintage condition, so I do have two of them. One of them has a little more of the original candle in it than the other. And if you guys would be nervous and don't want me to ship this because you still think it's too warm, I can hold it until it gets cooler. But these candles are pretty hardy, and I do think it's cooled down enough that they would be safe to ship. So again, I do believe these are late 60s into the 70s. I still think they even sold them in the 1980s. Each one of them measures about 4.5 inches tall by 4.5. So they are double-sided. I mean, these are really, really fun to kind of put into your displays if you guys are doing like a spooky mantle, if you guys want a centerpiece for your table, and they are double-sided. The one with more of the candle in, the paint seems to be in better condition. Now, I don't know if that's because we have more candle covering it up than this one. But again, I did want to bring them both because I'm balanced. I didn't know if maybe you wanted, one on either side. So again, they are reverse painted, meaning the orange is fired on the inside, although you could scratch it. So you want to be careful there. The Hobgoblin lights, I just think that graphic is phenomenal. On the bottom, they were 79 cents original. Okay.
That graphic is great.
And then the black on the outside is fired on, and it's pretty much permanently on there, kind of like a drinking glass is. So they're just fun. They're nostalgic. And I don't find them that often. I actually only found one other one prior to ever finding these. So they're $12 choice. We'll do a countdown of interest. I don't see anyone interested right now, but we're not doing a recap. And I do have two of them for you to choose from. So $12 choice. Let's count it down for an interest countdown from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I would say these are late 60s into the 70s, although I still kind of remember seeing them on the shelf when I was a kid in the early 80s. So there's the bid end. No one's interested. That's okay. We'll move it back over to Brian. All right, sir.
The price is throwing me off. I can't figure out the 79 cents.
I don't either. It's a weird amount, isn't it?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Up next, I have a bit of Thanksgiving, and these are Capri Thanksgiving candles in the package, but the cellophane is loose and starting to come off. These are going to be a starting bid of $8, and they originally sold for 39 cents in housewares. But again, they are Capri, and the back says 1965 down here. Very hard to see right there. Again, there is a split in the plastic here, so you could remove the plastic if you wanted to and still display them in the box, leave it as is, take them out however you wanted to. But it is original to the 60s. Very good condition overall. I'm not really seeing anywhere on the candles. It's like there's a little bit of smushed where the cellophane is kind of pressed against it. But I think if you took them out, that you wouldn't see that. Just kind of the nature of the cellophane. And the package itself is 4.5 inches tall, and the candles are 3 inches.
I love the faces on these
There.
guys.
Yeah. I like the back too. I like her. I like her.
I think, and I'll just say, I like the Capri candles, I think, better than the girly candles. That might be controversial.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's just because the girly are more prevalent.
Yeah.
So we're used to them more, and this like they're kind of different when you see the Capri.
Yeah, the Capris are fun. The Capris have those long taper candles too, with the different Santa faces on that I like.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, Capri, and they made good novel birthday candles too.
A little blurry, I guess.
Gosh, these guys are cute. Just $8. That's I mean that's in the original pack. I mean, yeah, that's a centerpiece in and of itself.
This is you could see where the cellophane here on the top was coming down, so that's exposed there, and then if you can kind of see along here is where it was also exposed. I don't know, something may have rested on them. Who knows? Kind of broke the plastic.
Right.
Yep, so just $8. We can do a countdown of interest. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for $8 for the bet.
But John, does he still have his bat? That is my question. He said he has a very melty baseball player.
Ah, there's the bid end.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I don't think I've seen a baseball player either. So, all right, guys, I do have a few higher priced items tonight because they are a little harder to find. I do have a blow mold pumpkin candy bucket. It is in very good overall condition. You can see that there's minimal fading on it. There is one condition issue. There is one of the little pop rivets here. Okay, they're all present. It's there. It just came. Let me see if I can show you. It just came undone. Okay, but the important thing is that that little vinyl plastic is still there. You know, the handle is still present, so you guys can go ahead and reattach that however you want. But usually that's one of the first things to go missing. So again, this is going to take a collector who knows blow molds to understand that this is worth starting it at $50. You can see there is maybe just a little teeny tiny bit of maybe fading, but it could be the way the light's catching it. This is by a company called Bayshore. They seem to be one of the harder to find companies with some of the more unique faces. It is not stamped anywhere, so it's not like Empire, so there's no Empire stamp on the bottom anywhere. The black is in super good condition, and it's a nice large one. Okay, these are fun. If you guys have some lights, you can go ahead and light them up. You know, they look really, really fun. I don't know that you want to put this in direct light, especially because these are becoming more collectible. And yep, thank you, John. These are becoming a little harder to find with each passing year. And I kind of like this guy because he's winking at you. So he's this goofy, fun jack-o'-lantern kind of winking at you. He measures 10 inches tall. So it's a nice size blow mold, and it is one of the candy buckets. Again, really, really fun. Very clean here on the inside, as you guys can see. It is a thinner plastic. This guy's probably 1960s is what I would bet. The only issue is where the little pop rivet here is, that came undone, okay? It doesn't look like it broke or pulled through. It just looks like it popped out of its little rivet. So that might be as simple as just a little bit of glue on there, but the handle is still there, which that's what's amazing, okay? So again, this is 1960s. This is one of the blow mold candy buckets. It is by a company called Bayshore, and they have some of the more sought after, more unique, you know, style faces. I mean, we all see the good old Empire ones, but these are fun to mix in. These give you some height, especially if you're going to stack them in like a totem pole kind of, you know, setting. These are kind of fun to be your base and to work forward, you know, work up with them. So one condition issue, it looks like at one point the original price tag, because that's the same size of a price tag, probably was on there. So that might give you an idea of what we could have fading wise on the piece. Okay. So there was a little bit of residue. I did clean, some of it off, but I do believe that is your normal price tag size. So I believe that was probably the original price tag on it. But I got to tell you, his his color is in pretty good condition. I mean, maybe slight fading, but I've seen these completely, almost like a complete white, and people still seek them out and collect them. So there's your bottom. We'll do a countdown of interest. If anyone's interested, he is $50. And if not, we will keep moving on. So let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I will say for me, some of the Halloween stuff, if you guys reach out, I may just bring it to another sale. So it might go to a future sale. So if you're interested in it tonight, you might want to purchase it tonight, because I may have to say no in an email because it might come to another sale. So, all righty, Brian, you're up, sir.
All righty. I have another piece of new old stock Hallmark. I happen to get it at the same time as the puzzle. And this one is Gus the Goblin Halloween mask. It is sealed. Here's the back. And it's this goblin figure. Half a mask here, cardboard. Thin cardboard, of course. I think this is 70s. This is, again, feels like 70s graphics to me, or early 80s. So we're looking for $8 on this particular piece here. And there is a fella or gal wearing it. And
this is so good.
She puts some other costume together. Just the mask is all that comes in this particular piece. Put on a happy face for Halloween mask with elastic string. Originally 65 cents. There is some this might actually come off. I didn't even realize it was there till the light. Just a little bit of it's almost like it was water on the outside, made like just little dots. That might come off. I'll try wiping that off. But it is still sealed. And this particular piece in the package, it's 14 inches. Whole package, if you're going to display it like this, is 14 inches.
Gosh, I love him.
Yeah,
he is fun.
Altogether, doesn't feel like it's coming loose at all from the cardboard around it. And I think that's pretty much all that. Yeah, also made in the USA, like the last piece I had. If I didn't say it, it was 65 cents.
Gus the Goblin. I have never heard of Gus the Goblin.
I'm not familiar with Gus either. I feel like this frog was in that style, was in other things. It almost feels like a little bit sort of like Dynamite Magazine's art and illustrations that were in that as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Probably not made to last more than one Halloween night. Although I guess a lot of our stuff nowadays is also that way too.
Yeah, and I know.
The costumes are crazy. The prices on them nowadays.
Yeah, I know. And Halloween is big money now. It's a pretty big collectible. Like it's a real deal.
So Karen said he's probably related to the guy from Frosty who stole Frosty's hat.
Yes, he does look like him.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like we have interest, so we want to keep things moving. We got lots to get to still. We'll do the countdown of interest. Again, $8, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Also very, very flat, not forked.
I mean, gosh.
Little curve there, but not major.
Still something I never saw before.
Yeah, I hadn't either. I hadn't come across it either. There's our bid end, so we'll move on.
All right. I have a choice round, and they're going to be $10 choice. I do think one of them is a hobbyist, but it's a good job, or studio. I know some folks call it studio. And the other two, I believe, are from Taiwan. So they're going to be your choice on these little ghost figurines at $10 choice. And I have this fun little guy who is just having a good old time wearing his little witch's hat, kind of just having fun. It is like a bisque style porcelain. This guy measures 3.5 inches tall. Okay. I do believe there on the bottom, it is marked Taiwan. Maybe it'll read better on the camera. I was trying to focus in on my phone. I do believe it does say Taiwan there. So
Yeah, it does.
Two of these, I believe, are Taiwan figures. The second one I show you, I believe, is a hobbyist. But how fun would this be in your fun little display? And again, I like the Halloween that is more kitschy, more fun than, gory. So that'll be your first choice at just $10, okay? This little guy is going to be your second choice. Again, I believe this is the hobbyist one, okay? But I think they did a really, really good job. You have the little jack-o'-lantern and then the fun little ghost with the little ribbon kind of coming around the hay stalk right there. There is a little chip there on the bottom, okay? But truth be told, when it's sitting, honest to God, you do not see it. So for $10, again, I find it hard to find vintage kitschy Halloween figurines. You know what I mean? I don't, short of like some of the high priced ones, I don't see a lot of these, that are more economical to purchase, to pop into your displays. So really good job with the eyes and the eyelashes. This one is your largest one at 4.5 inches tall. And then this is another one that I believe is made in Taiwan. Look at this goofy, fun little ghost with the little jack-o'-lantern sort of looking up at him. So this one is a bisque figurine. I believe this one would have had one of those, rectangle made in Taiwan stickers, but that is missing. So this will be your third little choice. This guy, I think, is super fun, super kitschy. He is 3.5 inches tall. So again, let me show them to you here. We'll put them up here on the board. So you have him. Let's sit them all up here so you guys can see what they look like together. Again, $10 choice. Okay, I see Jennifer is the first one in at 10. So there they are all together. I thought they made like a great instant display. Again, this little guy here still has his Taiwan sticker, 3.5 inches tall. This one, I believe, I remember they did a lot of these sculpts in the 90s. So this might be late 80s or 1990s. Hobbyist. This guy is Taiwan as well, probably 70s or 80s. 3.5, 4.5, 3.5. So right now we are still in with Jennifer, and at 10, we're looking for 11 or more on choice. So let's go ahead and count it down. Again, it will be choice. This one's going to be hat. This one is going to be straw, and this one is going to be pumpkin. Okay, pumpkin, straw, hat. That's how we'll claim them. So 11 or more, counting down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, you can pick 1, 2, or 3. 2 of them are Taiwan. 1 is a hobbyist. Thank you, Jennifer. I see you're just in case. And right now, the bid is at 10. Linda, if you were interested, you would have had to come in higher. There's the bid end. So, Jennifer, you get first choice at $10. Let me know which one or ones that you were interested in. This guy is hat. This guy is straw. This guy is going to be pumpkin because he's got his little pumpkin friend there. So, you get first choice at $10. If any are left, we will offer it to Linda at the $10 choice. But Jennifer, just let me know, hat. It was hat, straw, or pumpkin. So 3.5, 4.5, 3.5. So instant collection. I thought it was kind of like a little party going on here, with all 3 of them. So definitely in a lag here. Hopefully you didn't get kicked out, Jennifer. We'll just wait one more moment. So I got you for straw. And then I got you also for pumpkin. Thank you so much. So, and guys, remember, there'll be no recap tonight. But Linda, if you were interested in him or her, you could have the witch Ghost at $10. Just let me know, yes or no, Linda. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jennifer. All righty, Brian.
Okay, up next, I have an Empire Ghost blow mold here. I think I got to move back a little bit. This is going to be a $42 start bid.
Okay.
This is the 23-inch blow mold. It is missing its light kit, but those can be purchased, I think, fairly inexpensively on Amazon these days, from what I understand. So good condition overall. There is either paint loss here, as you can see, or whoever airbrushed it was a little bit light on the airbrushing. That's the issue that I'm noticing. So that's why I'm also starting it at 42. Good shape overall. Where's the Empire marked on the back here? Hope you can see it. Coming, there you go. A little bit of aging on the bottom. I think I cleaned it, but it looks like now that it's in the light, I could do a better job cleaning this from when it was outside. But I think that'll come out. So just looking for 42 on this gal or fella. It's got the skull and obviously the jack-o'-lantern. It's a good size for indoors if you don't putting things like this outside. Since it's only about 2 feet tall, a little under 2 feet tall, it won't take up a huge amount of space compared to some of the other Halloween blow molds that are out there.
It's pretty fantastic. I don't see these larger ones that often.
This is the only time I've come across this one myself. I haven't come across this one other times. Certain Christmas ones I seem to come across over and over again, but the Halloween I don't really come across this too often. I guess it depends on like what stores people had in their areas too, and whatever way back in the day, right? Everybody had whatever stores they went to and whatever inventory that particular store got ends up being popular in your area.
Yes. And that's a nice size too, especially if you're going to keep them inside and use them inside. That's a pretty nice size.
Yeah, definitely. It doesn't take up as much space for sure.
Great
And
on the fireplace too, man.
Obviously, yeah. Obviously, some loss here. Some people repaint them. Some people leave them as is. I don't repaint mine. I don't trust myself to match it as well. But I know I've seen some people do repaint jobs that are pretty good. Pretty good paint though on the skull here. Good size. If I hold it up, I can't even really get it all fully on the screen. If I move way back, we're good.
Yeah, it is. And these didn't seem like they made those for very many years.
I don't think this one they did in particular. Again, you just need a light here. It's got the actual plug. So even if you just have a spare light without the ring, you'll be all set. But let's go ahead. We'll do a countdown of interest. Keep things moving along. I know we still got a few things to get to. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 42 or the bid end.
You're right, John. That is a very good price on this. And the light is a quick, easy, simple fix, too.
Yeah. And there's our bid end. Thank you, everybody.
All right, Brian. My next item, I'm going to switch over to a piece of glass, and this one is going to start at $65, okay? This is made by Kanawaha Glass. It is this gorgeous swung vase. It is in what they called their amber. There are no chips, no cracks. It is a very gorgeous swung vase if you guys love Moon and Star. This one will glow under black light. I'll show you in a minute. But this one has a great mouth to it, has great fingers on it. If that's what you're into, it has 9 fingers, and I think it looks very mid-century. I do love the fact that Kanawaha Glass went ahead and changed the mold and put the rings on it, okay? I kind of like the ring base. I think it looks a little more mid-century than what Ellie Smith does, okay? So there is mold roughness, okay? That company was never the best at sanding off all the mold marks, so it's not damage. It is basically just extra glass that wasn't polished at the factory, but it is Moon and Stars, and if you guys aren't familiar with that, The round part is the moon part. The center part is the star part. They made these in a few different colors. They did an amberina. They did what they called the amber, which kind of in the right light catches. It's sort of yellow. And then they also did their version of a blue. But if you're looking for some fun glowing glass, this one has the cadmium in it. So look how that fluoresces down there at the bottom. It also fluoresces a lot up here at the fingers. And again, this one is by Kanawa Glass. It measures 12 inches tall. So it comes in at 12 inches tall. Look at all that gorgeous cadmium down there in the bottom. It actually glows like gold. So there's no sickness to the glass. There's no haziness to it. There's no hard water deposits. But again, this one's going to look great in your, it is. This vase is a gorgeous vase, especially if you put it in your window with natural sunlight. And this, I think, is a very nice color to use in your fall display. And if you have a black light display with Halloween coming, I think that's going to look really nice too. Now, it doesn't fluoresce a whole lot here in the center, but you have a lot of it concentrated down here at the bottom, and it's going to glow down here pretty good. I also think with these fingers, it kind of looks like a flame. So if that's kind of what you're going for, I think this is going to fit into your Halloween and fall decor beautifully. So let me get in here so you guys can see. Again, that is the moon and star. It is 12 inches tall. Kanawa glass. This is probably from the 1970s. That seemed to be the era that they kind of got their hands on the moon and star molds in probably late 60s too. Somewhere in that late 60s throughout the 70s was their heyday. So it has 9 fingers, as you guys can see. There are no chips. There are no cracks. It does read gold in some lights. It even reads yellow in some lights, but it is what they call their amber, okay? And I think it's the cadmium in it. At least that's what I believe that's in it that kind of gives it that color. So moon and star down here on the base. The ribbing is traditionally what they did to change the mold up when they, poured the mold and sold it. And then there is the other moon and star. So L.E. Smith did make some of these vases, but they don't look exactly the same. Each company was just a little bit different. And this seems to be the one that a lot of mid-century collectors really seem to like. So $65 if anybody's interested. It's 12 inches tall, 9 fingers. Let's count it down for interest's sake. If anyone's interested, it would be $65. And you could have a very nice swung vase. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Brian. I see your 65. A very nice piece of moon and stars. It pairs well with the L.E. Smith. I see you're just in case, sir. Thank you so much. And there's the bid end. Congratulations, Brian. I know it's going to have a lot of friends and enjoy its new home. Thank you so much, sir. All right, Brian.
Okay, starting bid $10. And I'm bringing a lot of die cuts that are mostly Thanksgiving themed, but they have issues and they have wear. So I'm bringing them thinking that if you're a crafter, if you're someone who, I don't know, could use these for some type of display, they might be of interest for you. They still have some life left, but they're not fresh out of the package and brand new. So first off, and I'll try to go through them relatively quickly. This one is a Eureka. It is these 2 kids ready to chow down on this turkey. If you saw my reel right before I came on, I posted these on my Instagram. The faces, I mean, this one doubles as a Halloween. Him in particular, he's kind of a little creepy to me.
It does.
There's pinholes and staples in some of these. So somebody was putting them probably on a cork board for a few years. So that's why some of them just have aging to them. But you're going to get all of these. They have, again, pinholes, creasing. This one is also Eureka here. Turkey. Smaller turkey from, this one seems to be unmarked, but this one would stand. This one's not too bad, but it does have some pinholes up there. This next group, a few of these are older. than some of the other ones, just because you could tell by they're only a few colors. They're not full color. They're kind of a couple colors together, 2-3 colors. And these had tabs on the bottom just so that you could stand on a table or probably around a candle, which I would not have recommended doing, but that's probably what they did back in the day.
God. That one's fun.
This one here.
That one's really fun. Like he's ready to carve the turkey.
I mean, it's like the turkey's bigger than half his body. I mean, look at that.
These are fun.
Yeah. Again, this isn't one of the older ones. Her tabs are still there, but if you probably unfolded them, they would likely come off. I like this guy here. He's also good. It's got a whole bunch more. This is partial. There was a body that has worn away. The leaf here, you could see the holes there. This is the one that is the outlier, but it was with them, so I'm just putting it in there. Spring.
Absolutely.
Wrong season.
Plant the bulbs. It's just planting the bulbs in the fall for the spring.
Yes. Again, all these have like little holes in them from where they were punched on the board. But if you can use them for crafting and other things here, this is also Eureka. This one has a lot of creasing in it, but it's a cute squirrel.
That's really kitschy.
Yeah,
it's good.
These next two, I think they're pretty much the same. They're larger. These are both Denison, but they do have a lot of creasing on them and holes.
Yeah, these probably did. I bet you they all belong to a teacher.
I was just going to say, yep, same thing. Yeah. Probably a teacher's classroom for however long. You know, again, they have creasing. Denison mark there. Just a couple more. This one. And most of these are not, they're all single-sided for the most part. So that means they're older than the two-sided ones.
And Brian, they're getting them all for the one price.
They're getting them all.
All of them? All right. Yeah. So it's 10. Yeah. It's not choice, guys. It is 11 or more now, looking for 11, and you're going to get them all.
You can see the pinholes.
Amazing.
You know, so this one probably they stuck up there, and there on the board. That's what they did. And then this final one is also Denison. It's probably the Nina, who knows, maybe Columbus Day. Ripped there. This one has a lot of creasing. This was at the very bottom of the pile, so it probably had taken the wear of the whole pile over the years. Piece missing here. Some issues there. So let's go ahead. We got Steel Whisper in at 10, and we'll get the countdown started. You get all of them for one money so that you can craft away or do whatever you like. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're looking for $12 or the bid end.
Those ones with the blue, I think, are some of the most unique ones.
Yeah, those are the old. Those are definitely old.
Yeah.
They made larger size of these as well. They made like probably double the size of some of these people. So these are the smaller ones, and these actually do sell pretty decently if they were in good shape. But again, they got their issues. It looks like Steel Whisper for $16 takes them all. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Congratulations, guys. If you are not following Brian over on Instagram, please do so. We put his link in the description. You're going to want to make sure you're following him so that you can head over to the Kitsch Keepers, 5 p.m. Eastern this Thursday. He'll be over there, and you will combine shipping for the folks, right? If they come over.
Absolutely. Okay. Combine shipping anytime. And I'm happy to have open boxes if people need time. Because again, you never know when I might pop in and do something in my feed.
Absolutely. So guys, make sure you show him some support and head over and follow him. So this was new to me. I actually got a small collection of some of these nesting dolls. Okay. This is actually a company that was contemporary, 1990s into the early 2000s. I sold the witch nesting dolls in a prior sale, but I still had this one. It's Terry's Village, okay? So this is a nesting doll set. This would not have been a toy like a bowling toy, okay? This was actually a spin-off of a nesting doll set. So you get and it's like, if you guys are familiar with Jim Shore, it's the same kind of material for this pumpkin that is made of Jim Shore, but it comes with these 10 little figurines, okay? So 5 of them are on the inside. They are made of wood. They are all hand painted, so you get a total of 10. So what you were supposed to do was you were supposed to use the pumpkin as decor, and then as a nesting set, pull out all these fun little goblins, all these fun little, supposed to be like children or little Halloween figurines. So for $20, you'll get 10 of these. So there's 2 of each. So you have 2 of the little ghosts. Next to the ghost, you have the little pirate. Then you have a little kitty cat. Then you have like a maybe Peter Pumpkin Eater. I don't know. And then you have like a Frankenstein. So they are made of the traditional wood and are lacquered and hand painted. So you get those 5. Thank you, Nikki. I'll highlight it in a minute. And then on the inside, there's 5 duplicates. So you get 2 of each. So you get 2 of the ghosts, 2 of the cats, so on and so forth. I just didn't pull them all out. They're there on the inside. So you can actually fit all 10 of them in here. And then the lid does fit on top, okay? So you have this fun kind of Jim Shore feel pumpkin, and you just have to spin it till you get it on just right. It sits on it just a certain way, and then it kind of fits on there tight. So the pumpkin comes in at just about 4 inches tall, and then each one of the little wooden folks here, they're about 1.5 inches tall, okay? And the details on them are super fun. There's no real chipping to them, no issues, but I'll show them to you up close because I think these are fun. These are great to use in your displays. So you get the fun little, he says boo. So he's really fun and kitschy. Then you have the little pirate, okay? So he's all dressed up for Halloween. And again, you get a total of 10 of these. So you get 2 cats, 2 ghosts, 2 pirates, 2 of the little, maybe Peter Pumpkin, maybe he's the little patch guy. I don't know. You get 2 of those. And then my little personal favorite is he seems very he doesn't really seem too phased. He's kind of humdrum, but he's your Frankenstein.
That's my favorite too.
So he's really fun. And they measure 1.5 inches. And then this is supposed to be like kind of home base. So they all go in there. So you can kind of imagine if you decorate, you can go ahead and pop that on there. And then you can put all those little folks wherever you want. And the fun part is that because you have 10 of them, you can kind of put them all over the house in your display. So, but I think the money's right here on these fun little individuals to decorate with. So thank you so much, Nikki. You are in at 20, so we're looking for 21 or more. And again, my research tells me that this was something that was sold in the 1990s, very early 2000s. If anyone knows more, correct me if I'm wrong. And it is this Terry's Village. I guess they went ahead and contracted things and sold it, kind of in like the boutiques and things like that. And then you get them as like a souvenir when you went away, or the stores that had Christmas, all year round and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and count them down. You get all of this, the whole entire thing. And it is supposed to be their spin on the nesting dolls. It was a catalog. Yes. Okay. So it was a catalog. It's very hard to find information.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a catalog. Now oh my gosh, it just came back to me. Yeah.
Well, now that you say that, William, you're right. Now it does. I recognize the logo on the bottom. So, but if you look these up online, surprisingly, they are very collectible. I don't know if they were disposed. People didn't keep them. But this is basically new old, like never used. So, all right, let's count it down. I think it's really fun, and it is vintage in the aspect it's 1990s, early 2000s. So thank you, Nikki. Let's count it down, 21 or more. Don't forget, we are doing just in case for active bidders, in case someone comes in. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And that lid fits on there, but you got to get it just right. And it does have a little space in it, but that's the way it's been since I got it. I just got the collection of these not so long ago. So probably the way it's made. So there is the bid end. So Nikki Moss, congratulations, Nikki. The full entire nesting set, let's sit them down, is coming to you for $20. Thank you so much. All right, Brian.
I somehow was on Terry's Village mailing list in my 20s. I got that. And now that they were talking about
Oh my gosh.
I got that catalog in my 20s. I don't know how I got on the list, but you know how that happens. Next item is going to be $50 start. This is, I think, this is my high price item for the evening. Some of you probably have seen me have some of these angels in the past. This is a fine A quality angel. This particular line of angels was a little bit harder to come by. And so this is the September angel going along with the theme. I just wanted to note really quickly, if you saw this gal in my reel as well, it was going to be for choice. And then I realized, the tail on the bird has busted off. So, so tonight it's just the September gal who is, I guess, going, ready for back to school, ready for work. She's got her book, maybe like a little purse or briefcase. Very good condition though. No chips, cracks, or breaks on this one in particular. She's got her wings. They're in good shape. And she has her sticker on the bottom. So good piece. I know it's a higher starting price.
It's a good price.
These do sell for more. They're a little bit harder to come by. So that is why she's a higher price than you might see for some other angels that look similar. Her paint is in, just double check. Yeah, her paint is all in good shape. It's not really worn as far as I can tell. There's no damage on the spaghetti. I'm not seeing any chips. Try to see her face. Her paint is good. Just good shape overall. Her halo there. And she is 4.5 inches tall.
I love the purple. You never see purple used in anything like for September.
Yeah, that her paint on her wings is good. She's good shape overall. People probably have heard me say this before, but I had gotten all 12 together. Some of them had damage, so it's been like a half and half finding the good ones.
She is adorable.
Yeah.
The A quality ceramics, I think their angels were very hardy and just had a really good look to them.
Yeah, I like her face actually.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
She's kind of got, her lips are like a heart shape almost.
Yeah, and again, I love the lavender and the purple use. I think it's such a good color.
Yeah, usually obviously you think of like Easter for that color a lot of times, and that's it for the year sometimes. But let's do a countdown of interest. I know we got a few more items. It's either something you need or you don't need, so I totally get it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 50 or the bid end.
She you know what? September is my birthday month, and September can be a hard angel to find.
Yeah, it actually is a little bit because it's not a strict holiday.
All right, guys, keep on moving. Thank you so much, Karen G. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, ladies, for keeping the chat under control. My next round is going to be a $12 choice round, okay? It's on vintage postcards. They do have some condition issues, but the fact that they are Halloween postcards, you can't let them behind if you find them. So, Buttermilk, so you're a Libra as well. Mine is the 26th. So, all right. So this is going to be your first choice. This one was made in Germany. First of all, condition issue. There is a pretty gnarly crease that goes through this one. So before we get into any bidding, you guys need to know there is a pretty gnarly crease right there, but it still displays beautifully. There is a little issue up there in the corner. And what I love is really, I guess, I wonder when that switches over. So Virgo, because my mom's a Virgo, I thought by the 20th it was Libra. Man, then I must be right there at that line. Okay, so this will be your first choice at just $12. There is a little condition issue up in that corner, but I love this young child, and she looks like she has like a little witch's brew going on. It looks like she has little envelopes in there, and she's like sticking it with her little staff, maybe. So it's for a jolly Halloween. So this one is made in Germany, and this one has a stamp of October 29th of 1910. So it was used. It does have an original stamp on it, and it measures your traditional postcard size at just about 5.5 by 3.5. So this will be your first choice. The color on it is vibrant. It's good. Okay, Heather, it starts on the 23rd. All right, so I'm just in there. So that's going to be your first choice at just $12. This one was printed in Germany, and it does say that on the back. But just be advised, there's a pretty gnarly crease in it. I don't know that I would go bending that again or doing anything to it. So hello, Daniel. Good to see you, sir. I hope you are doing well. So that's going to be your first choice at $12. This one, I want to think that it was postmarked on Halloween, but it could be October 3rd. Okay, but this one, I feel like it might be postmarked. I feel like that is 30, but maybe it's October 3rd. So it's probably October 3rd of 1912. And this one, I believe, I think is probably German as well, although it isn't marked German. But again, this one is used, and that script on there will never be duplicated ever again. And what I found unique on this one was that this is how they wrote their greeting, but then they flipped it around the other way for the address, which is something you don't normally see. So this one is going to be your other choice. It is a really fun one that I don't see that often. You have the black cat, the bat, the jack-o'-lantern, and along with the witch. You can see there's no big creases on this one. It measures your traditional size of a postcard. It's about 5.5 by 3.5, and it says, "A witch on her broom handle riding said, for 52 weeks, I've been hiding, but on Halloween night, I'm allowed a short flight. And so earthward, my course, I'm guiding." So there you go. That's what it says right there. So basically, she says, I'm stuck down on the ground for 52 weeks out of the year, but on Halloween, I'm going to rip and tear on my broom. So that'll be your second choice in at $12. Thank you so much, MJ. I see you're 12. We're looking for 13. I do know that they did a series of these with different little riddles on there and different little poems. And then they have different depictions up here on the top. But this one I think is really fun. You have that very creepy witch. And you can see there is like a little line there. I don't know if that is pen from the reverse side. And you have the black cat. So that was your second choice. And then your first choice was this one, a Jolly Halloween. Now, I do in my research see that this one was so popular. This one apparently was reprinted. So this one does surface, but it usually is a reprint. This one is original, and it does have that line in it. But I will make sure to ship it to you in between cardboard. We'll have it in a protective sleeve, and as long as you're careful with it, she should be around for another 100 years. So there is an issue in the corner, but other than that, I think the graphic and the color is phenomenal on it. So Lisa's in it at 13. We're looking for 14 or more, and we are just on choice. And this one will be 1910, and this one will be 1912. Since they both have witches, that's how we'll determine the difference. 1910 is that one, and this one's 1912. So let's start the countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I thought she was cooking up a brew in that, I thought she had hot apple cider in there, but that's a bunch of letters and mail in there, it looks like. So she must be going to be picking the person, Brian, she's going to go haunt. So
she's going to haunt.
I don't know. There's the bid end. So Kim Rianne got in there with a 15, but MJ had a just in case of 20. So you get first choice, MJ. And remember, gang, there won't be a recap. So this one is going to be the 1912. This one's 1910. You have first choice. You can take one or two. Thank you so much, MJ. Congratulations. They are both yours. Love them. All righty, sir.
$15 start. I have choice for 2 glitter plaques. I have a ghost, and then we have the jack-o'-lantern here. Both in very good shape. I'm not seeing any damage to either piece. This has the glittery eyeball parts up here, a colorful band up here, a hole for hanging, which was made. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I just noticed that. So maybe there is right here, might be a little notch, or maybe it was a manufacturer's flaw. So that's what I missed that. Sorry, everybody. But that's what I'm seeing for this particular one here. Again, $15 start. And then we have a ghost. The hole was obviously there, made manufacturer's hole for hanging. And he or she is in great shape as well. Very bright and white. No real issues on either of these. They do not have the sticker fell off on the back here, as you can see. Robin, I see 15. Thank you. And this one was originally $1.99 at Adams, which is a local, kind of like a Trader Joe's, but local to my area, and it's still around. They've been around, I think, for like 100 years or more, but they do holiday decor as well.
Well, we're going to have to try to do John right, because
I know.
we're being asked, though, why are they called glitter plaques?
Oh, jeez.
Do we remember? See, I always knew these as popcorn. They were always popcorn or they were confetti.
I knew them as popcorn too. So like I've adopted John's glitter plaque language.
Right.
Since that's the proper language. Well, they would take, I don't know what the glitter part, I can't remember, but they would take the plastic, right? Some of the leftover plastic,
the leftover, the pellets
down from other things, and then they would create these. I know John is probably cringing in the chat at us both as I show these.
Apparently, if I recall, I think John told us the daughter of the plastic company, which he just put in there, the daughter, she took some of the pellets and she melted them, and they liked them so much that the company started using all the leftover parts. But it's the glitter part. Early ones had bits of glitter in them, so they would reflect light. So there you go, Kim. That's why they're glitter plaques, like there. Yep.
We didn't do it quite justice, though. I think we failed for sure.
We'll have to have John on with some glitter plaques to do us right and explain it the right way.
Well, I figured, I was like, John's not in this sale, so
that's why I brought all the magazines I was hoarding. I was like, I can't. It's good to sell that with John because he has a following, but it's like I don't want to. Yeah, so.
John, he gave us a passing grade.
Right. Thank you, John. I appreciate that.
All right, so since we got a bid, let's go ahead. Again, this is for choice. Either one that you're interested in. Go ahead, get countdown going. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So looking for 16 or the bid end.
See, I love the era like that scarecrow there when it looked like your crazy uncle almost with the crazy hair sticking out. Like those were good Halloween memories.
Awesome. All right, Robin, this is coming to you. Let me know which one you're interested in or if you would like both.
All right. So, Robin, let Brian know if you want witch or scarecrow, if you want ghost or scarecrow.
Ghost or scarecrow.
Words are tough tonight for me. So
it happens.
$38. I do too, Steele. I do. I love the crazy hair. She wants the ghost. Okay. All right. So $38. I have a blow mold as well. Mine does not have a light kit. Okay. Simple fix. Amazon. You can actually go down to the Lowe's or the Walmart heading into Christmas time. they get small quantities, so you can buy them there. So, but I have to say also with this, he has a pretty big void there. You know, some of these ones had larger ones. So you might want to get yourself a larger LED bulb to maybe put in there, and you're really going to light him up and it's going to look good, okay? There might be some fading to him. I have known that some of these were a little lighter back in the day. I don't know if he's faded or not. I have to say, I don't think he's too bad because the black is in very good condition. So if he has any fading, it's very minimal, okay? So this is the jack-o'-lantern with the witch hat, and then it has the straw. So he is one of my favorite ones. The only black issue here with the black paint is right here. And I have to go out on a limb and say I think that is a manufacturing defect, okay? So this is made by the Empire Company, so it is dated 1969. Now that doesn't mean he's from 69. That's the year that they made the mold. So they made them for like, I don't know, 10, 15 years after 1969. But that was the year that the mold was made. So he is the thicker, harder blow mold. The more you get into the 70s and 80s of these, the thinner it gets, okay? The thicker ones that feel very not like blow mold, but almost like a plastic toy box, like when we were kids, those are the earlier ones. That was my best way to describe blow molds to people because I've been collecting them before they got really, really popular. So this also has a large opening on the bottom. So again, you may not even want the light kit there because if you get yourself a nice LED bulb, you go ahead and underlight this one. It's going to look better than just, you know, lighting up the face because that's usually what happens. So if that's what you're going for, you can go ahead and light this one up just in the back for the face. Or you go ahead and if you want to light the whole thing up, this one being an older one has the larger opening on the bottom, okay? He is roughly 14 inches tall, 14 inches tall. Again, this takes a niche audience, especially for the blow molds. I don't know that we have any tonight, so we will keep it moving and do a countdown of interest on him. Remember, guys, we are not doing a recap, but again, a blow mold of this caliber, $38. No light kit, but let's go ahead and count it down if anyone's interested, and we won't be bringing them back tonight. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, and it could be the lighting in my room that's making him look a little washed out, but he has little to no fading to him, and he is in remarkable condition. Remarkable condition. So there's the bid end. Let's keep it moving. All right, Mr. Brian.
Is this our last round?
I have two more items. How many do you have?
Okay.
Do you know what? If you have one more, we'll do one more. That's fine. Do it, and I'll do one more, and we're good to go.
Okay. This is going to be $35.
All right.
And I'm bringing more glitter plaques. And this time I'm bringing, they're a pair. They're going to come to you as a pair. You got mama or papa and then baby. So super sized turkey that is about 22 inches tall here. And then the little one, little child that comes with it.
Yes.
Very good condition overall. I'm not seeing any broken parts. Again, this one's big. This is 22 inches. You can see by me holding it up, right? I mean, it's massive.
I never see these larger ones ever in any of the holidays.
This one, this string was here. So I'm just going to leave it there because I'm not really seeing a manufacturer's hole that was for hanging. So it looks like they strung a piece of string somewhere where they saw a little opening. So this is the supersized large one. And then here is the smaller one. This does have a hole for manufacturing to hang. The wire, I left the wire on, that was already there. Also good condition, no issues that I am seeing. The red in this one is a little bit redder than the face on this one. So just different plastics. You can kind of see they're ever slightly different depending on when they were made. Maybe sort of relatives. They have more gray in theirs and lots more blues and greens in their feathers here. Again, the 20 large and in charge, 22 inches tall on this one here. This one much smaller, but you get both for $35.
Both of them. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of times that when I go to the antique malls and they sell these, they never sell the largest one. Like the big one you have, they'll just use that as an eye catcher and say it's not for sale, but you can buy the smaller ones.
I think this is where the original sticker may have been on the back. And this one, yeah, this one does not have a sticker on the back either. I've seen some with the sticker over the years, and then it's like I've only seen one sticker. It's the flag, like that flag sticker, I think is on it, or it's no sticker when I've gotten them.
Right.
Let's go ahead. We'll do a countdown of interest. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
You never see that big one. That big one alone is worth $35 and more. So good.
Looking for 35 or the bid end, and there's the bid end.
All right. Hello, Terry. Good to see you, Miss Terry Tucker. All right, guys. So this will be my last round. Anything I previewed, it'll come to an upcoming sale. So rest assured, you guys will have dibs on it. There's one thing that I'm not going to show. It'll just come to another sale. So we're going to end with a piece of glass. It'll be $18. And this is the time of year when I love to bring out my Amberino. Why, you ask? Why, you ask? Because it looks like candy corn to me, okay? I think it mimics the season. Granted, there may be no white in it, but to me, it looks like candy corn this time of the year. So this is a piece of Fenton Amberina. It is a compote. It is not stamped Fenton, so this is probably from the 1960s. It probably would have had a label, and it is the cabbage rose pattern. So you can just sort of see the cabbage rose right there. Thank you so much, Circle 7. Now, what's great about this is the cadmium has an awesome glow. So it glows right here, okay? Then it fades away. If you guys love the crest glass that Fenton makes, like the silver crest, you can just slightly see right here, there's a little bit of cadmium. So underneath the black light, look, that whole rim glows almost like it would be like a silver crest or something like that. Then you get here on the side, it stops, but then you got a nice concentrated amount right here in the base of it. So it's a gorgeous piece of Fenton glass. And again, it is the cabbage rose. Let's see, there we go. You can sort of see the rose coming through right there below my pinky. And then it also, these compotes are fun to collect in the different colors, because then it also repeats down here, and you got the cabbage rose here and here. So if you do a little rainbow of compotes, Fenton did almost every one of their colors in this mold. So that's fun too. I also love the scalloped bottom. And again, you can see it's in very good condition with no chips, no cracks. Very vibrant, very summertime as well. That's a great time for this color too. You know, it screams like, you know, a blazing hot summer like this one was. But I also makes me think of the fall and makes me think of candy corn. So 6.5 inches tall by about 6 inches across, as you can see. Again, no chips, no cracks. There's not even any straw marks that I could find. A lot of times Fenton pushed these out pretty quick, so they'd be, you know, known to have straw marks. This one does not. So it's a very good example of this compote. So thank you so much, Circle 7. Let's go ahead and count this down. We are looking for 19 or more. We are doing just in case. So remember that just in case could secure it if you're interested in it. So let's go ahead and count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, ladies, both for being our mods. Thank you for being our bid enders. We appreciate you so much. I do see your just in case. There is the bid end. You didn't need it. Congratulations. It's coming to you for $18. And Brian, it looks like we did it.
We did it. First pairing.
It was. I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody who was in the room and hanging out and chatting and watching me drop a puzzle and whatever else we did wrong.
We learned together, Brian. Yes. And I don't know if that's Peter Pumpkin Eater or if it's Mrs. Pumpkin Eater. I have no idea.
I'm sticking with Mrs. Pumpkin Eater, I think.
I will say one thing before we wrap everything up. I do want to I guess I probably should make a formal announcement. Heather just asked me in the chat. We will not be attending the Springfield Extravaganza this year. For the past 2 years, we did attend it. This year, due to the fact of my girl Rosie being sick, till we level out her medications and things, there's no possible way that we can go to Springfield. Now, December 7th, we have the collaborative at Misty's for the Christmas Extravaganza, I added that. One of us, no matter what, will be attending that. So Mother Tucker's will be in Bedford December 7th. It'll either be myself and Tina together, or it will just be one of us representing Mother Tucker. So one of us will be there, but we sadly will not be at the Springfield Extravaganza. But if you guys are in town the week after, we have our extravaganza here in Adamstown. So if you want to see us, come on down to Mother Tucker's, and me and Tina will be there. We'll gladly see you here in Pennsylvania. So, Brian, sir, you want to tell the folks how they can reach you, where you'll be at, all the fun stuff?
Yes, the MIDCENTURY MISTER on Instagram. Even though my email here says MCM at the end, my handle over there is just straight up MIDCENTURY MISTER. And if you're on there and familiar with the Kitsch Keepers, I'm filling in for John on Thursday, as Jason mentioned at the start of tonight. We're just doing a complete random mix of kitsch. So no theme, no holiday, but if you like kitsch, it's your opportunity to get some that is non-holiday related, actually.
Okay. So before we say goodbye to everybody, please, if you could, Karen, please put in Gavin's link. Let's get Grady Group of Vintage Recording some more follows. He's doing a really, really good job. And Desert Gal, please, if you could, put in your links so that when folks aren't shopping here with us live, they can go over to your Vamp and check out all the goodies that you have. So support those folks. So also, please follow the rest of the Valentinos. Make sure you're following Brian, of course. Make sure you're following John of Everyday Holiday Displays. That's his same name here and over on Instagram. Please follow Bill, Garden Guy Bill, not only here, but also over on Instagram. And please make sure you're following us all, because there might be some announcements coming soon. That's
the rumor, I think.
That's what I'm hearing. So I will be back on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I have my weekly sale with the one, the only Amy of Enamour Amy. So if you purchase from me tonight, you will have an open box. So please come on back and hang out with us. We have a whole bunch of kitschy things in store for you guys. So hopefully you can come join us this Wednesday. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic week. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you back here Wednesday night with Amy. Till the next one, have a great week, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.